What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so I'm just trying out some different posting strategies right now. Uh we are live and now I have a pool day today. So it's a pool day. Pool day is my favorite day of the week. Back, biceps, forearms. This is my favorite day. It is a pool day. We're going to get it all set up. I don't have it set up yet. So we got to raise these all the way up. We got to get our towel trainer, throw it up in here. It's good. Towel trainer. All right. All right. Beautiful. Now, I'm trying different posting strategies out. I had already set them up and posted them. So everything should look good. Everything should be good. Okay. Comment. It's not in there. It's supposed to be in there. I'm not playing around. All right. It's supposed to be in there. I don't know what happened. I thought I put it in there. That's the first thing that should have been done. All right. It's in. Okay. So it's in there. We should be good now. All right, I'm done with that. It's in there. So, I got my water. I got some coffee, black coffee. I had a banana. That's all I had today so far to eat is a banana. Had that about 15 minutes ago. And we're going to get started. First things first is the warm up. Twenty of those real quick. Pop that out. Second warm up. We do two for a reason. So it's two warm ups. One where we hit the upper middle back, and then this one's going to be lats, a lot of lat, lower, all this meat here. Lower middle back, actually not lower back. It's more like middle back still. But let's get it. I know this ain't right. know it's early, but I gotta get this done. All right, good. All right. Warm up is done. So just wanted to say I have to get this done because my schedule today is a little. I go in at 4 to 12. So yeah, it's like if I don't do it, I won't get it done. Got to do it now. So many things to do, so little time to do it. All right, now we got to put our vest on. Here we go. All right. All right. We got the vest on. Take a little break here. Phone. All right. The fun part begins. We got the vest on. Now we have to hit hard, hit heavy. Fucking shit. Fuck yeah. Fucking 15, bro. 15. Fuck yeah. $15? I've never done 15. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's fucking nuts. 2-minute rest. 15. What the freak? What the freak? Fucking 15. 15. That's nuts. 15. Let's see what we can get now. 12 maybe? 13? Let's see if we can get 13. No 13, but 12. I'll take 12. Oh, that was a hard 12, though. 15, 12. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, I forgot. So tight, bro. Let's go. That was crazy. 15, 12. Okay, 9. I'll take 9. Doing like a 3 rep drop off today. That's because I pushed so hard. So that's 15, 12, 9. That's a 3 rep drop off each time. 2-minute, 30-second rest. We go all out on this next set. All right. 30 seconds to go. The legs are starting to get solid too. Like you can see the quad. Getting some nice quads. Oh yeah, here we go. All right. Oh, hell yeah. All right. All right, we did what we could do. Now we take a 5-minute rest. We move the chins. um, man. Wow. All right, here we go. This is good. This is good. Ah, shit. Say it's been a minute. One more minute. Okay, we got to get it. Next set. Ah, 10-8. I'll take it. 2-minute rest. Arms are pumped. Let's see how fucking insanely pumped they are. Insanely pumped. Crazy. Crazy pumped. Oh, it's been 2 minutes. We got to get our next set. Third set. Here we go. All right. Okay. Last set. 2-minute, 30-second rest. So, pump is insane. Fucking crazy pump. It's nuts. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy pump, bro. Crazy pump. Crazy pump. So after this, we got our towel rows. We got to do 6 sets of towel rows. Yep. Because I'm getting some pretty good calf gains too, man. Like the legs, the calves. Yeah. Lower legs are starting to look pretty good. It's pretty sweet. Oh, we got to get it. Next set, last and final set. Here we go. Here we go. All right. 5-minute rest. Towel row time. All right. Towel rows. 6 sets of these. Six sets. Gotta lower it more. Gotta lower it more. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I'm so freaking pumped, bro. We got a full 5-minute rest, though. Then we hit these towel rows. We're moving to the next exercise. We always take a 5-minute rest in between exercises. So we did pull-ups, 4 sets of pull-ups, took a 5-minute rest. Then we did 4 sets of chin-ups, took a 5-minute rest. Now we're gonna hit these pull-ups after this 5-minute rest here. We made some serious strength gains. I reached some new milestones in this workout. I did, for the first time, 15 reps with pull-ups with the 50-pound vest on. That's a new milestone for the first set. 15 reps with 50 pounds on. That's a new milestone. It's beautiful. I'm fucking stoked. I'm so freaking happy about that. Last time, I think we did 12 or 13. I can't remember. 12 or 13. But we're going to keep trying to shoot for 15 now. 15 reps with this 50-pound vest on. I remember before I had started using the vest, right? Before I had transitioned over to using the vest, I was doing 15 to 18 reps with body weight. Okay? That's about all I could do. And now I'm adding 50 pounds and I'm getting 15 reps. So I'm matching what I did then with just body weight. That's nuts. That's crazy. We got a minute and a half to go. And then we got towel rows. I'm in awe right now. It's amazing. before you know it, 50-pound vest ain't going to be enough. I'm going to have to upgrade. And I don't want to spend another $150 on a heavy-ass vest. Actually, the 100-pound one version of this, the 100-pound one, is over $200. And there's a 120 that's like over $250. 120-pound vest that's over $250. Same brand. It's this model. It's just they have a wide range of weight selections in this cap model here. I think they go all the way down to 20, go all the way up to 120. But I got the 50-pounder, and yeah, pretty soon it's not going to even be enough at this rate. We're going to have to make it enough, though, because I'm not spending $250 for a 120-pound vest. Even the 80-pound vest is like fucking $120. No, it's more than that. It's like one way over that. Anyway, I spent $100 almost on this one. Got a little discount on it, so I saved a little bit of money on it. We're about to do these towel rows, son. All right, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Give me a second. Yeah. It's hard to hold on to that towel, boy. I need some chalk or something, man. I might invest in some chalk. Chalk for the hands. Seriously, chalk would help out a lot. I'll just get some weightlifting chalk, put it on the towel, and put it on my hand, right? That way I can grip it better. Too much sliding off of it. So I think I'll invest in some weightlifting chalk. That would help out a lot. Hell yeah. I'm going to do that. One more minute. It's only a 2-minute rest in between sets. So we just did a set, 2-minute rest. I'll get our next set. 1 minute, about 50 seconds. All right. Definitely gonna have to get that chalk though. Hold on. Yeah. One more set like that, and then we gotta take the vest off. One more set, and then we take the vest off. Because it's 6 sets. 3 with the vest, 3 without. biggest challenge is gripping the towel and staying up without your hands slipping. So I think the chalk, weightlifting chalk, would help out a lot. Yeah. 1 minute to go. And we take the vest off and I'm gonna do a pump check. But after that, we got towel curls. So we got towel curls and resistance band bicep curls with the fat grips. So we're gonna put these fat grips on the handles. These are fat grips right here. We got 3 sets of each. Then after that, we got wrist rotations. Oh, thank you for the like. And then we got external shoulder rotations after that. We're done. Let me get in position. Last set with the vest, baby. Oh, oh. Let's go. Alignment. I'm thinking 4 reps. I'm only gonna get like 4, but we'll see. Don't grab it until you're ready because you'll fatigue your hands. If you grab it too early and you're not ready, believe it or not, your hands will start to fatigue. So just grab it when you know you're ready to pull. Yeah. All right, I'm rolling over. I don't want an ab cramp. I don't know the time I tried to get up using my abs, I got a major ab cramp. All right, this best just to roll over to the side. All right, well, we can take this off now. Fuck this vest. Finally, the vest comes off. Take the earbuds out because they tend to get knocked down. Before I take this thing off. Yeah. Now it's just 3 sets with body weight only. So, probably already rested for about 45 seconds or so. That's the time it took to get up and take the vest off. 30 to 45 seconds, I'm not sure. So we could take another, either 1 minute and 30 or 1 minute and 15. And then we'll get down and we'll hit these body weight only variation, towel rows. And after these 3 sets, we stand up. We can finally stand up. But we got towel curls. If you don't know what towel curls are, you're about to find out what they are. I'm going to do the 1 minute and 30. You got to get down. Let's go. Body weight only, baby. Here we go. Ho, ho. Back a little more. Yeah. Forearms are burning, they're on fire. Back feels it too. I feel it even more in the forearms and the hands, the grip, the fingers. But I feel it in upper back as well. All right, 2-minute rest. What's up? What's up? I see people coming on. How's it going? If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. All kinds of good shit coming. We're going to have a full 6 months, 6-month transformation. Once the 6 months is done, you're going to see the whole transformation video. And I'm trying to get that shit to go viral. It's going to be a badass video. I'll take my time on it, get all the different shots done from when I was small and weak and transitioning over into the 6 months. With some badass music up on there, maybe some special effects, fast cuts and shit, right? It going, it's flying through, right? It'll only probably be like a 2-minute video, maybe 3 minutes at the most. But after the 6 months, we're going to do a badass 6-month transformation video. So make sure you subscribe and you'll get to see what I look like when I first started this basement boot camp. And if you haven't already, make sure you go check out my basement boot camp. In the description, there is a blog. That's my blog. And that has the entire 6-month routine. It has a lot of information in there. It's like putting you into my mindset so you know what I'm thinking, how I think, all my principles and methods. And then at the bottom, further down at the bottom, you got the 6-month routine. So if you want to just scroll down straight through and get to the 6 months, just go down to the bottom and you'll start to see the workouts. And you'll see the images of the infographics. But make sure you also read the top as well, because that puts you into the whole principality of what I do. All right. So anyway, let's get this set right at our 2-minute mark here. Everything is intense. Everything is about strength that we're doing. A lot of grip, a lot of forearm also, especially on pull day. On pull day, we're fucking our forearms up, son. In a good way, though. So we have massive, strong forearms and hands. Not just a strong back, but strong fucking grip, strong hands. Yeah. I'm gonna say that was 9. I'm calling it. I'm calling 9. I was about to fail on that 9th one. I almost didn't get it, but I'm gonna call it. If you want a massively strong wrist, strong fingers, do what I'm doing. Not just this exercise, because this exercise is a part of it, but it's everything that we're doing. So when I was doing the pull-ups, the 2 exercises prior to this one, the pull-ups, the 4 sets of them, and the 4 sets of chin-ups, I'm trying to constantly flex my wrist. Most people do pull-ups and chin-ups with a neutral wrist. This is a neutral wrist. It's not extended, and it's not contracted. This is a neutral wrist. And that's how most people pull. That's how most people do a deadlift. That's how most people do a pull-up. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to flex my wrist in constantly. I'm constantly conscious of my wrists being flexed down. Why is that? Because I want to hit the meat of the forearm as hard as possible. That's why my forearms are so fucking pumped right now, because everything we're doing. So you can see all that there. That's from what we're doing. So there's a purpose behind everything I do. I think in terms of how much can I get done in as little work as possible, or should I say, I want to maximize my exercise. I want to get as much done as possible during that exercise without having to, you know, try to, have to focus on some isolation work. I don't want to have to do the isolation work. If I can get it all done in one compound movement like this, or the pull-ups and the chin-ups with my wrist flex, that way I don't have to fucking around with my forearms separately, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking in terms of efficiency and effectiveness. How much can I get done with that exercise? So I'm trying to hit as many muscles at once as possible. Always, always, every time. Even my push-ups. I'm constantly focused on my core, how tight my abs are as I'm doing the push-up. So I'm trying to hit the tricep, I'm trying to hit the chest, the front delts, the entire core, the hip flexors, all at once. All at once. All right, let's get our last set. Same with this. We're hitting some lower back. We're hitting some glute because we've got to stabilize. So we're getting the glute. We're getting some lower back action. We're getting upper middle back action. We're getting forearm bicep action. We're even getting some rear delt behind the shoulder action. Nope. Oh, my forearms are so lit. Oh my God. Thanks for the like, whoever gave me the second like. Oh, hey, what's up? But we're done with that. I have a 5-minute rest now, so I can chill with you guys for a minute here. Hi. How's it going? So, we're in the middle of a 5-minute rest now. Before I transition over to the next exercise, I want to be as fresh and recovered as possible before hitting the next set of exercises. So 5 minutes in between exercises is great. It's much longer than our rest in between sets. So we take a 2-minute rest in between sets for upper body and a 5-minute rest in between exercises. So that's what we're doing now. We finished all six of the towel rows. We still need the towel device though. That has to stay there because we're going to be using that for towel curls. We got towel curls and then bicep, standing resistance band bicep curls with the fat grips. But we don't need the mat. Put the mat away. Bye-bye, mat. We might as well get our handles set up. So this is the handle that I use. This is a very heavy resistance band. This is the heaviest resistance band that they actually make for this set. It's black. And they're color-coded for a reason. This is black. Black is the heaviest. And then we're going to add a... I feel like I can upgrade. So we're going to add orange. Orange is a step up from brown. This is brown. This is brown. This is a 40-pound band. Orange is a 50-pound band. So we're going to upgrade. because I feel that I'm to that point now, but this is the shorter one. We don't want that one. Yeah, I have two orange bands. One's short and one's long. So this is the long one that we need. We're going to do orange, and then we're going to throw on the fat grips. Why are we throwing on fat grips? More forearms. Think about that. The more you can open up the hand, the more it pushes that weight out onto the wrist. Think about that. The more you open the hand up, the further that weight goes out. Think of your hand as like a fulcrum or a lever. Your hand is a lever, right? So the further that weight is out on to your fingers or further away from your wrist, the more tension it's going to be pulling down on your wrist. Because your hand is a lever, your hand is a fulcrum. So that's what we're doing. We're widening the handles. That puts an extra ½ inch at least on one side, pushing it out that way, pushing it out further, out on the hand. At least a ½ inch. So it's going to put more stress on the forearm. So now we have our setup. And that's what it looks like. Okay. The fat grips on there. Double band. 100-pound band in the middle. The black one is 100-pound. The orange one is a 50-pound. That's max tension. And we can raise this camera up. We are still in our 5-minute rest period. And we need both. We need our resistance band over there, and we need this set up as well. So, all right, we got about 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. And then we got towel curls first. We do 3 sets of towel curls, and then we immediately transition over to the resistance band bicep curls. And there's no 5-minute rest in between these. This is a set of exercises combined in the one workout. So we're just doing 3 sets, and then we're taking a normal rest after this, which is about 2 minutes, and then we're immediately going over to the resistance band bicep curls. I count this as one workout. This is not a 5-minute rest in between exercises variation. This is like literally one workout. So and this is what it looks like. Towel curls, we want to raise this up just a hair. It's a little too low, but we do want to go low. My goal is to go as low as possible on these curls. So I'm going to be curling my body weight up to my face. We're going to go as low as possible, baby. Here we go. As low as possible. And that's what it looks like. All right. So I'm super pumped right now. How many was that? 6 or 7? I don't know. We're going for strength. So the lower rep ranges is what we're shooting for. Between 3 and 8. And that 5 and 6 rep range is right at that sweet spot, right in the middle. We got 2 minutes. And we go as low as possible, and we just curl to our face. It's a hammer curl almost. We're just boom, boom, right to the face. See, I'm almost completely horizontal on that. So I'm almost curling up the equivalent of what my body weight would be during a push-up. If I'm in a push-up position, I'm completely horizontal, flat to the ground. My back is only slightly elevated at the shoulder with my feet touching at the other end, right? That's how a push-up works. Well, I'm almost completely as low as I can go horizontally. That's where you're going to get the most tension. That's where you're going to get the most of your body weight. And that's what I'm trying to do. Because we worked our way up to this. I could not do this 3 months ago or even 2 months ago. There was no way. But we're to that level now. Oh, yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Oh, oh. Here we go. As low as we can go, baby. As low as we can go. We got 2 more sets. Yeah. 2 minutes. And this next set, we go to complete failure. Complete failure on this next one. We'll go to complete failure, and then we'll dig into it. So if I can't get the next rep, I'm going to try anyway. Even if I only get it partial, we're just going to go, we're going to dig into it a couple times, and then we'll let out. We got 1 more to go. Then we got our bicep curl, standing bicep curl. Feel good though, feel healthy. I feel healthier this time around than I did 3 years ago. I had all kinds of tendonitis issues back then. Even just 3 years ago. It was 4 years ago, actually. We're approaching the 4-year mark here. And when I say tendonitis, I mean in the back of the elbow and shit. I had golfer's elbow and I had tendonitis. Or golfer's elbow and tennis elbow. That's what they call it. But all it is tendonitis on both sides. On the inside, here, and then on the outside, here, on this side, where those tendons are. I had tendonitis there. I even had a little bit of wrist issues, so it was almost like I had a little bit of tendonitis in the wrist. We're training smart this time. Everything is so gradual. We worked our way into this. You don't want to rush it. You want your tendons to adapt along with your muscles. It's important that you give your tendons more recovery time than your muscles. Your muscles recover faster and become stronger, generally pretty fast compared to your tendons. So that's what happened to me. My muscles got strong and my tendons couldn't keep up. And so they got inflamed and they got sore and they eventually turned into tendonitis. So we have no tendonitis this time around. Zero tendon discomfort. Everything feels super healthy. Of course, the nutrition is on point too. We got some good ass nutrition going, boy. All right. Now, next exercise. 2-minute rest standard. hell yeah. 2 minutes. Then we get it. One minute. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. Oh, we went heavy, boy. Oh, I've not tried that yet. Ah. I'm gonna have to let up on the width of my feet a little bit. It's a little too wide. I'm gonna narrow my stance. Oh, wow. Whew. That was hard. That was fucking hard. Okay, so that's all right because I had my stance a little wide on the band. That means it shortens the band. It shortens the band. That creates more tension at the top, especially. So I'm just gonna narrow my feet. So that'll lengthen the band a little bit less tension, but not much, just a little bit for the next set. Wow, that was hard. Pump is real though. Crazy. We only got 3 sets altogether. We got 2 more. We just got to get through it. We're not taking the band off either. This is staying like this. This is what we advanced to. We went from going heavy and then taking bands off. Now we're just keeping all the bands on. There is no taking bands off anymore. But I'm going to narrow the stance a little bit so my feet are close together. That'll give me a little bit more length on the bands. All right, here we go. All right. All right. Wow, my arms are lit. They are lit, bro. Fucking lit. so lit. I got one more. Man, oh man, oh man. We take a 2-minute and 30-second rest altogether on this next set. There's a reason for that. It's the final set, so we're going to go to failure on purpose. So I just want a little bit more rest, a little bit more in the tank. Starting to get that workout high. It's like a euphoria. The endorphins flowing throughout. It's a workout high. If you've never experienced the workout high, it's pretty nice. It's a euphoric feeling, almost like a feeling of accomplishment on top of the endorphin rush. It's like, yeah, I know I did everything I could. I gave it everything. And this is my reward. This endorphin rush that I'm feeling, this is my reward. This is my reward for all the pain and suffering that I've been putting myself through today. This endorphin rush. Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah. We got to get it. It's time. No more wasting time. Let's go. All right. Wow. Now we take a 5-minute rest. And we move into wrist rotations. And we still need the towel trainer. We're going to be moving to that next. So that stays exactly where it's at. My whole workout is about efficiency. So everything is where it needs to be. We used this a lot earlier, and we still need it. So it stays where it's at. But we were getting seriously jacked. It hasn't even been 6 months. I can't wait to do the 6-month transformation. It's gonna be wild. At the end of this 6 months, dude, it's gonna be nuts. I can't wait to see what I'm gonna be like in a year. 1 year. Hit that 1 year mark. And then a year and a half, and then 2 years, 3 years. I'll be fucking like 43, 44, crushing it, staying jacked. I'm 40. I'm fucking 40, bro. 40 years old. Turned 40 in September. So age is just a number. You have to be smart as you get older. You have to be smarter than you were when you're younger, because you can get away with a lot when you're young. When you're young, you can eat shit food and still get jacked. You can treat your body like shit and still get pretty jacked. Yeah, if your nutrition is fucking immaculate, you're going to be an animal. But you can get away with a lot more when you're young. As you get older, your nutrition better be fucking clean. It better be on point. You better be focused on your omega-3 fatty acids. You better be focused on your vitamin D. You better be focused on getting your calcium, your magnesium, all of your minerals. As you get older, you need minerals, you need vitamins. This isn't just about macros. It's not about protein, carbohydrates, and fucking fats. Bodybuilders focus too much on macros. They're important, but you need to be more focused on the micronutrients. Your vitamin D, your calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, um, chromium, vitamin A, vitamin B12, B6, folate, biotin, all of them, dude. I'm not playing. You really got to focus on that if you want to be healthy. That's why I eat really healthy, and I also take a badass multivitamin, a good one. I did a lot of research on it. I don't just take any multivitamins. They are not created equal. I take magnesium glycinate at night before bed. There's a reason for that. Do research on magnesium glycinate before bed. We take a methylated multivitamin that's made in the US. It's third-party tested and it's CGMP certified. And then we take our creatine. So we take our creatine on top of that. All right? Everything I just said is super important. I hope you're paying attention. So there's a reason for all that. That's because I'm focused on the micronutrients. If your body's working optimally, your testosterone is going to be optimal. It's not just about testosterone. It's about all of your hormones doing what they're supposed to do. You need minerals, you need vitamins for your body to run efficiently. If you want naturally high testosterone, you don't want to have to rely on some substances. You want naturally high testosterone, you better be getting your vitamins and your minerals and your omega-3 fatty acids. You need all of them. All right. That's why I eat a lot of salmon. I eat a lot of sardines. I eat a lot of fish. I have my chicken. I have my beef, but I'm always focused on getting that salmon in and that fucking sardines in. All right. So now what are we doing? The next exercise, we're at our 5-minute rest period's over. So I said everything I needed to say. Our 5-minute rest period's over. What are we going to do next? Wrist rotations. Now we're going to focus on rotational strength of the wrist. Rotational strength. All right. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to do supination first. This is supination that we're going to do. So all I'm doing is twisting my wrist like this. That's supination. So supination, palms up. But we start in this position and we move to that position. This is supination. All right. Next is pronation. This is pronation going this way. So we only take a 1:30 rest. This is a short rest period for an isolation movement because we're not doing a heavy compound lift. This is all isolation work. So we're doing clockwise, counterclockwise. We're going to train our supination. So the point of tension is coming on the inside of the hand, down this way, pulling. So that's why we're pulling like that, because we want to pull that weight up in a supinated position. Now, when we do pronation, it's going to be on the outside of the hand. So the tension is going to be pulling down from this side. And we're going to pronate up this way, overlapping the top of the hand. Okay? Supination first, pronation next. We're doing 3 sets each. Thanks for the third like, whoever gave me the third like. I appreciate it. All right. We got 30 seconds. So my goal is to lean back as far as possible. I cannot go as heavy on this lift as some of the other lifts, so I can't lean all the way down. This is not my supination, my pronation's not that strong yet to where I can go all the way down, but I can go down pretty far. So we just go down as low as we can, and we're in the low rep ranges. So we're going to be hitting the 5, 6, 7 reps, and that's for strength and power, explosiveness. Before I moved down, before I was doing these low rep ranges, I was doing higher repetitions. I was focused on 12 reps plus because I wanted to, work my way into going heavy. You don't want to start off heavy. You're going to wind up hurting yourself, giving yourself tendonitis, giving yourself joint issues. It's too much in the beginning. So you want to stick to the higher rep ranges, go lighter, and do more reps. Build up your strength, build up your endurance, build up your tendon conditioning. And then eventually start working your way down into those lower rep ranges with more resistance, heavier weight. What's up? This phase, so I've been training all my adult life, but I've been in shape and out of shape several times. This time, okay, I got extremely out of shape, right? I was in a bad point in my life. I was in a very bad point in my life. Lost all my money, lost all my muscle, and I dropped down to about 148 pounds. I wasn't getting good food. I wasn't getting good nutrition. I wasn't working out. So my body weight dropped to about 148 pounds. That was the lightest I've been in my adult life. When I was 15, I was about 145 pounds, just to give you some perspective. When I was healthy and I wasn't even working out, I was around 160. That's just eating well, and not training. I was 160. So I started this plan here because life is better. We got money, and I'm able to do everything I want to do now. So basically, my weight went up to about 177. I'm about 177 right now. Sometimes later in the day, I get a little heavier as I eat. But I woke up this morning, weighed myself with no food. I was about 177.6 with just shorts on. So as the day goes on, my weight might go up to 179, even approaching 180. However, we've been training for about a little over 4 months. So I gained almost, how much is that? 32 pounds of muscle in 4 months. This program is a 6-month program. We're starting to approach that ending phase here. So we're almost at the end of the program. We're probably close to 5 months in. I know we're past 4 months now. So we're probably working on that 5th month. Anyway, that being said, we got another set of wrist rotations. Let's go low, as low as we can. We want that wrist rotation strength. We're going for our supination power here. All right. That was the 3rd set. We did 2 sets, and that was the 3rd set. So now we move to pronation. All right, pronation time. So I hope that answered your question. A day, I don't measure my protein. I eat a lot of protein, but it's probably well over 120 grams of protein. I would say somewhere between 120 and 160 grams of protein. So I don't measure it. I just eat and I stay full. Good portion sizes, so always a lot of protein, a lot of carbs, good vegetable portion, and a fair amount of fats. I don't go low on the fats. I make sure I'm getting my fats in as well. So when you're bulking and you're trying to build muscle, protein is important, but your total calorie intake is even more important. You want to be in a calorie surplus. You want to be consuming more calories than you're burning in a day. So that's actually more important than your protein intake. You can get away with building muscle with about a half a gram to 1.8 grams per pound of body mass. So a half a gram per my body weight, that would be, well, half of 180. So just say 90 grams of protein up to about 1.8 to 1 gram per body weight. So that could be between 90 all the way up to my body weight. So 180 grams of protein. But I don't hit that. I'm sure I don't hit that 1 gram mark. I highly doubt I hit that 1 gram per 1 gram of protein per body weight, per pound of body weight. I highly doubt I hit that. I'm probably like between 120 and 160, and that can go up or down. But I do eat a lot of calories. Um, I don't play. Like, we eat, and I have a lot of carbs and a lot of fats as well. Carbs and fats are actually more important for building muscle. As long as you're getting enough protein, you're going to be in that high nitrogen balance, right? And to really get that to bulk up, you want the carbs and you want the fats, especially some of those fats because they're denser in calories than carbohydrates or protein. So, do you know what it is? How many calories are in a gram of fat, and how many calories are in a gram of or 1 gram of protein or a carb? There's 4 calories in a gram of carbohydrate and in a gram of protein. There's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. So you're getting denser calories in a gram of fat. So that's why I always, add fats to my food. I always butter my toast. If I have eggs, I butter my toast. I use a little bit of oil in the skillet, but healthy oils. I never skimp out on the fats. And when I eat Greek yogurt, like my Greek yogurt is whole fat Greek yogurt. I don't fuck around with no fat or low fat, anything. And I consume whole milk. Okay, I don't play. Like we're getting fats, we're getting dense nutrition in. Um, so nothing is low fat. We don't ever go low fat. Everything is full fat, dense calories, nutrition, right? So even when I eat ice cream, I I try to get the healthier ice cream. I like the one by Specially Selected. It's usually at Aldi, but it doesn't have all the chemicals and all the fucking gums in it and all that fucking shit in there. It's literally just milk, cream, and sugar, and like vanilla or chocolate. Very simple ingredients, but it's dense in calories. So I do enjoy myself. I'll say that I enjoy myself. But we work out so hard, all them calories are going straight to building muscle. That's why I've been gaining so much weight so rapidly, but without much fat gain. Because I pay attention to my fat. Like if I'm starting to look a little soft, I might back off a little bit. I might eat a little less, but I really don't worry about fat gain so much. And honestly, I've been eating like a fucking animal, but I haven't really been gaining fat. Here we go. So this is pronation. We're overlapping the wrist like that. You see how it's overlapping the top of the hand. We're pronating it up. So that's our first set of that. 2-minute rest. We just keep hitting pronation. Yeah. I follow very simple nutrition. Very simple. It can be used strategically. Sugar is best taken in your directly after a workout. So if you're going to have ice cream or pie or brownies or donuts, the best time to do that is directly after your workout because your glycogen stores are low. Your muscles are starving to restore their glucose levels back. Not just about protein, it's about your glycogen. Glycogen is stored sugar in the muscle for ATP, for energy, to perform contractions. So directly after your workout, best time to consume any kind of sweet is, yeah, directly after your workout. Um, that's why a lot of people do post-workout shakes, lots of carbs and protein. They want them post-workout carbs and protein. You want the post-workout protein to start the healing process, the recovery process, so that your muscles can directly start to recover. And you want the sugar to restore the glycogen stores so that you can perform, um, so that you can perform better the next workout. But you want to get that in directly. It's like your muscles are starving for it, so they're gonna suck it up like a straw. They're just, as soon as you take it in, your body's gonna start working on absorbing it, and it won't go to fat. You're not gonna gain fat from it because it's directly after the workout. So the whole point is to, you know, use that for recovery, but you can enjoy yourself. That's the great thing about it is you can actually really enjoy yourself. If you're gonna have that sweet or whatever, do it right after your intense workout. All right, we got to do another set. But yeah, sugar and sweets, in moderation, really not so bad. Just don't overdo it, obviously. Um, yeah, depends on what you're trying to do. All right. So another thing about the sweets, it also depends on what your goals are. If your goal is to bulk, which is what I'm doing, my whole entire goal is to build muscle, not so much lose fat. Even though I'm relatively lean, I'm not trying to be this lean. This is just my metabolism. I bike a lot. I do a lot of cardio. I do a lot of activities outside. So I'm able to stay this lean even though I'm in a bulking state. So I'm bulking. I'm trying to build muscle. That's why I eat dense calories. And I'm not afraid to have some sugar. If you're trying to be cut and lean as possible, then you need to eat a little stricter. You do need to eat a little more strict. If you're just trying to maintain body weight, you can get away with enjoying yourself. If you're just trying to maintenance, but there's three stages. There's you're trying to cut, you're trying to lose fat. There's the next stage, you're trying to maintain body weight, and then the third stage, you're trying to gain weight, gain muscle, gain weight, bulk, whatever you want to call it. So it depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to, lose weight, be lean, you're going to have to stick to higher protein, lower fat, and a lower amount of carbs. That's ideal for cutting, for losing fat. This is what bodybuilders have been doing for ages, since the 50s, since the 60s, since the 70s. High protein, low carbs, low fat, lots of vegetables. And that's what they do to cut. Okay. So you're not eating a lot of sugar, you're not eating a lot of starch, you're not eating fats. You still need some fats. You still need a little bit of carbohydrates. So we're not going keto. We're not going completely zero carb. You're just going lower carb, lower fat, higher protein. So basically your protein is going to go up, carbs and fats are going to go down. Whereas if you're bulking, your protein can be a little lower and your carbs and fats can be a little higher. Does that make sense? So just understand that. And that's what bodybuilders have been doing for ages. Okay, it works every time. Okay, when they get ready for a show, they get stage ready. That's what they do. They raise their protein super high, lower their carbs and fats. It works every time. When they're bulking, they raise their fats and they raise their carbs, especially their carbs. They raise their carbs a lot, actually. They still keep their protein relatively high, but they lower it down just a little bit. And they raise their carbs and their fats. All right, let's get our next set. All right, we're done with that. So we did all 3 sets, both sides. We're done with that. Now we move to the final exercise. We're done. Finally, I can go eat some food. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. All right, so the next exercise is very fast. It does not take long. We need to set it up. Pink band. I'm going to set it up. I'll be right over here. I'll be right back. Only take a second. All right, we're good. All right, so now we got to set up our camera angle as well. Yeah. So that's the advice I would give you if that's your goal, is to try to cut. You don't have to go 0 carb unless you really want to go keto, but then you're going to have to really up your fats a lot. If you're gonna go no carb at all, you better be increasing your fats through the fucking roof, because you're going to have to be in ketosis. That means your body's going to start go from a carb burning state to a fat burning state. You're going to need the fats. You're going to need the fats for energy. So if you're going to do, but like I said, it doesn't look like you're saying you're going no carb. It's just sugar. You cut sugar, sweets, and stuff like that. Okay. So yes, if you're going to have rice, if you're going to have potatoes, sweet potatoes, or even fruit, keep it to like on the lower end, because fruit counts, but fruit is a slower digesting sugar. So fruit should still be in there, as has a great amount of micronutrients and vitamin C, and there's a lot of good antioxidants in fruit. But you're going to keep your carbs on the lower end and your protein very high. That's what I would do. So rice and potatoes and any kind of starch, really, on the lower end. Good. Yup. That's smart. Yes, keeping your sugars limited to fruits, because fruits have fiber, and the sugar is not going to quickly release into your bloodstream and spike your blood sugar levels. It's slower digesting. So, yeah, that's the smart way to do it. You're doing it right. And keep your protein very high. Eat a lot of vegetables. Eat a lot of fibrous vegetables, like, snap peas, green beans, okra, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. Just keep, it's the fibrous vegetables. Actually, carrots are kind of like in between, like a starch and a fibrous vegetable. The more you cook them, the more starchy they become. But As for like all the other ones that I mentioned, yeah, they're very they're gonna fill you up, but are very low in calories, and they're gonna fill you up and help you cut, keep you fuller for longer, and help you cut. Plus, they provide a lot of micronutrients and stuff too, along with your meats. So you're gonna be fuller for longer, and it's gonna help you with your cut. Anyway, we're going to get this next exercise. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's external rotations. So external rotations um, are a supplemental exercise, a support exercise. We're going to strengthen the shoulder, basically strengthening the rotational muscles in the shoulder. So this is external, or this is in rotational strength of the shoulder. When you go like this, so going out like that is external rotation, and going in, so in like this, inward is internal rotation. We're going to do external rotation on back day. We always do external rotation on back day and internal rotation on pull day. I mean, on push day. So on push day. All right, we got it now. So this is the band I use, and it just looks like this. You're just going to get in a nice, stable, fixed position. I'm going to pull the band out like that. 8, 9, 20. That's it. We're just pulling it out. Pulling it out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. All right. So there's no rest. We just alternate. I'm gonna read your comment after this exercise here. This is very fast. We just alternate 3 sets each side. We bust it out. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Oh. Oh. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. I can't get it. All right. Okay. That's it. So that's what we're doing. We're pulling out like that. All right, let's see. Yeah. So you're doing well with that, Ricky. However, I mean, I'm not going to knock your soy, but soy If it's fermented soy, amazing. If it's just regular, like tofu, regular soy, it's high in phytoestrogens and it can increase your estrogen. Uh, so, yeah, it's high in protein, but it's high in phytoestrogens. So, goal for a man should be to raise their testosterone, not raise their estrogen. Think of soy phytoestrogens similar to like BPAs in plastic. It's different, but it has a similar effect on your testosterone. It can raise your estrogen and lower your testosterone. Um, there's nothing wrong with having some soy in moderation, but I would really focus on the meats and fish. You're Asian, so fish, sashimi, you're like, squid, octopus, any kind of like seafood is great. Salmon, sardines, um, but your fish, you know what I mean? Really great. And it goes really well with Asian food anyway. I noticed that seafood is always amazing with Asian food. Something about the spices work and the soy sauce works really well with seafood. But yeah, I would focus more on the animal proteins and still enjoy your soy, but just focus more on the animal proteins. You're going to get a much better result physically um, with your body. And for your second comment, Ricky, uh, yeah, meat is expensive, but that's red meat. Mainly red meat is usually very expensive. Chicken, eggs are reasonable now. Some fish, like pink salmon, tuna, tuna, relatively reasonably priced. So yeah, but find what you like. But at the same time, try to stick to more animal proteins. Okay, and still enjoy your soy. Don't take your soy out, but just don't overdo it with it. And if you can, fermented soy. So any kind of fermented soy is really good because that fermentation process actually eliminates the phytoestrogens in there and creates probiotics. So then you're getting the probiotics for your gut health also on top of it. Yeah. All right. Well, we're pretty much done the whole workout routine. If you have any more questions, I'll stick around for a little bit, but I got to hurry up. I got to go eat. I'm starving. I've only had a banana today and black coffee and water. So I'm freaking starved. I don't, sometimes I work out fasted completely with just the black coffee and water, no calories, no real dense calories. Sometimes I work out after eating food. Like I'll have a couple meals prior to working out. Depends on where I'm at in the day, where I'm working out, or when I'm working out. Sometimes I work out with just a piece of fruit. So I have like a banana or an orange, and I just have that. I'm glad you learned a lot. All right. I appreciate you, Ricky. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you have because there's so much more value coming. We're going to do nutrition segments soon. So I'll have, instead of just training down here in the basement, I'm going to have some nutrition segments as well. But for now, I got to go. Make sure you check out that basement boot camp in the description. It's in the beta stages. It's not, it's got a lot in there, but we got to work on some of the videos and the slides, some of the images and the slides and stuff. So it's in the beta stages, but if you look at that and you watch my videos, you'll have an understanding of what to do. So anyway, last pump check, baby. We got to go. I appreciate you guys. I'm out.